Hello guys, welcome back. Happy New Year Eve. My name is Timmy Train. I'm your link to the fire within and to God. Alright guys, this is it. You got a power. You can change anything in your life at any time you want to. But it's up to you. You can be addicted to your old way of thinking to please people. You know what I'm saying? Your problem is not the stuff that happened throughout your life. Your problem is that you don't know what to do next. You had no direction. You had no principle. That's why you suffer, right? Just imagine you get in the car. If you don't know where you're going, you get lost. You keep on driving, right? But the thing about most of the things in your life, you know what to do, and that's why you do it, right? And you got it done, right? Same thing with living a life, right? You know, any aspect of your life you messed up, it's got either you do something wrong, not correlation to action, or the vision. You have the vision, but you take the wrong action. That's why you never get a result. That's why you suffer, right? It's not according to your action, or you don't see the action. You just doing. So you suffer. It's because you never see the vision. So you do the wrong thing. If you see the vision and if you do the wrong thing, then you struggle. If you see the vision, you got it. Then you got pictures of how to get there, how to do things. Now, living this life doesn't mean that you're gonna have want to be rich. You just want to be where you're happy, peaceful, right? A lot of people around the world, they can be happy, peaceful, and live a life where they don't have to have a lot of stuff. They just have love. They treat people around them accordingly. That they love. They be kind and be nice. It's the same. It's the same thing with your life, right? You look at your life. What have you done? What have you gone through that leads you to this point? If you don't see that, then nobody can help you. You can pay people $millions of dollars, and you can sit in a room and listen to a psychiatrist, a counselor, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to decide. You're going to say, you know what? I have the power to change. I have the power to do the action. And I have the power to see a vision of myself, and a vision where with the right principle. And the best principle is like the God principle. Because every other principle or law made out is by people that want to control you, right? And if we live in a world where majority of people vote, and their leader, come with law. That law is not specifically trying to help you, but punish you, right? Take your energy, take your money. Because they got, they have to go out and work for money themselves. It's going to be hard. Why don't I just get a leader and become a law and pass out law, and I get paid through the money that I collect, through the energy that I collect? Why do I need to go out and build something? That's why a lot of, business people, they work all these years, they realize, I'm going to become a politician, or I want to become somebody else leader. That way I can get that tax money in, I can get that, that revenues that from these people and pay myself. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter you're a poor guy or a real successful guy. One day you'll figure it out, and if you're not, you don't care about the people, you'll figure it out, I want to become some kind of leader. I want to get some easy money, right? Why do I have to be a businessman and work so hard, and people gonna blame me for creating this business and become rich? That's too hard. You know what? Why don't I just become their leader and then, tell them what they wanted to hear, right? And I'll just come out law and take their money and take their energy. It doesn't matter, the side that you take politically, right? I don't know why people say political, right? It's evil or not evil, right? Evil, there's only two things. Everything in your aspect in your life, you got two human options, right? Either you become a villain or become a hero, right? You have that power, right? Either you become bad or you become good. You got that power, right? And it depends on how you learn and how your life experience, and that you carry out the action you take, right? If you hang around, certain people don't have to believe, live like whatever, then you're gonna face issue, right? It's because truly there's limit to everything, that's border to everything, right? So you gotta live within that border. You can't just go down and hurt people expecting, you're gonna live a good life. It doesn't work. It does not work, right? You can't say I'm gonna shoot the firework and have a beautiful fireplace by throwing a firework in the water. It's not gonna work, right? Before you fight, you light the firework. You know what? I'm gonna have an awesome firework night tonight. I'm gonna see the light up the sky, and you take all the firework and you throw it into the water. What do you think? What do you expect? You take the wrong action. Instead of setting it up and ready to get the lighter with a match and stuff like that and shoot to the sky, but instead you say I'm gonna take this firework and I'm gonna throw it into the water. What do you expect? It's gonna be wet, right? Then you don't have and you don't see no fireworks, like you can't light it and all that stuff like that, and you wonder why my life messed up. You do all the wrong action and you don't have the principle, right? You took the wrong action. You believe in somebody else instead of believing God. Do the principle of God. So you get the wrong result. Or you take half of the firework and you throw it into the water and you get out of half and you say, how come the sky don't light up like the way I wanted to do it? You don't throw you take half of the wrong action, right? You throw half the firework into the water. So how you expect you're gonna have a particular firework if you destroy half of it already? Right? The same thing in life. You take all this action, right? And you expect that, I want to get a good life. I want to have peace, happiness, and stuff like that. But you do, have your life. You take all the wrong action. So how you gonna expect to live a good life if you take the wrong action, right? And when somebody come help you to redirect that, and you say, "Oh, it's too hard. It's too hard to do that. It's too hard to go to work. It's too hard to think." Right? Then now you definitely say, "You know what? I'm just tired." Right? And you definitely don't want to change. You definitely don't want to see a vision. It's too hard to see a vision. And my brain has to work. Right? So you're never gonna go anywhere. You stay where you are. You get the same result. Right? You do the same thing. You get the same result. And that's how it works in life, guys. So if you're not happy, if you're struggling, you gotta know. You gotta look back. What I have done. And then you gotta look into the future, what kind of vision, and you gotta relate to the action according to that vision, right? If you want to become a doctor or something like that, what kind of doctor you want to be? Then you need to examine yourself. What kind of doctor I want to be, what school I need to go to, or what doctor. If I want to be a heart doctor, where did I learn to go learn stuff and get to be the best heart doctor? Now you don't have to go to college to be a best doctor, right? All you have to do is just read the heart doctor books or whatever it is. Then you go to the doctor that operating people's heart, and you say, "Look here, I'm gonna pay you $20,000 instead of me paying the college $50,000, to learn this thing. I want to pay you $20,000, and I want to stay in your protege and learn everything you learn in your, in the operation room, stuff like that. And I want to apply after I learn everything, and I'm gonna do the thing exactly like you do under your hand. That way I can be the best surgeon. Instead of going to school and wasting all this time and come out, I need a job, then I have to practice. Right? You go to the store, you go to where you want to be, something you want to be in your life. You want to help people, save people. That's what you want to do. You don't want to go to school and go wait years, of schooling. When you can take a year just learn under the right doctor. All right? That's how I work in the world, guys. I mean, the same thing. You want to give a good life and have a better life, and that doesn't mean you don't have to be a successful one, like in business-wise, or make a lot of money. It's that you want peace in your life. You got to be happiness, and that's why you got to find the right coach and right principle, right? That is God, Jesus Christ, and Tom Ten Commandments. I don't know what to tell you. But it'll tell you. That's it.